A few things that I want to do down here.
A few goddamn things I want to do down here.
Haven't been down here in a little while.
All right, so now we're in the robotics lab with Todd Kirchner, who's a kick-ass individual. You've got a problem, sir.
I do have a problem.
What's your problem?
I want to get Bert and Ernie running.
Okay, I want to get Bert and Ernie running. They need to be playing chess.
They do need to be
Why
playing
don't they
chess.
work?
Because they don't have a controller.
Well, make a controller. We can do that with an Arduino or something.
No.
No? It's a thing?
It's quite a thing.
I know.
We're talking drivers for the motors.
Well, let's show people what we got, and I'll bet one of our members out there works with Adaptech Robots, or Adapt Robots? Adept Robots.
Adept Robots.
Not Adaptech, which makes SCSI drives. Or SCSI controllers. Okay, let's look at what we have. All right, guys, check this out. We have a pair of... Look at the other panel and make sure what I'm reading matches yours over there.
Yep.
All right, I have an Adept model number 840.
Yes.
And this is serial number 840-03567.
Yep, and this is 03570.
Okay, and we'll look on the back. These are our ports. I'll see if I can get a good clear picture. Do you have 2 ports and a big red button?
I have 2 ports and a big red button. Yes.
Okay, cool. These are basic SCARA type robots that date from March 24th, 1994. And they're really awesome. And we've got end effectors for them. It's got a little hand thing. And this one's got a little hand thing. And this hand spins around.
All sorts of cool
stuff. It's really neat. Okay. So these are really cool robots. And all they need is an air supply and a control cabinet. And we can make them work. So we need your help to make those robots work. We also have another little robot that needs a brain. This is the Marabot.
This guy over here.
Yeah, this is a girl. This is a girl. Yes, this is a Staubli. Das ist Staubli.
Ah, sehr gut.
Das Maschine is manufactured under one of the following use patents. What is the model number? Here, do you want to?
I will.
All right, do some digging.
I will.
I should totally stick that on our van. All right.
We need to fire that up.
We do. We need to get that under. Well, it was waiting for the weather to get nice, and we got it. It was the dead of winter. All right. Flip it over. What do you got? Oh, you're going to be a dick. All right, let's flip the camera upside down. This is...
Focus.
There we go. Kind of focus. This is a Staubli type RX60, machine number F005F74B1/A/01. And it was made in 2000. And it was 45 kilograms, which is a lot to lift up 2.5 kilograms. But we need a power cabinet for this. We need a controller. We need the whole thing. Here's the number on the base. It's probably just a casting number. But that's the Marabot, and it's really cute and really adorable. And I want to have that thing like on a table doing stuff down here. It could be really cool. And we need some robot controllers to make these happen. Because this man, tell them what you want to do, Todd.
Well, I want to be able to get these running. Actually, what I really want to do is be able to make some kind of robotic work cell where we can teach folks how to make robot work cells, how they work, even come up with all the automation and have PLCs that do parts of it, robots that do parts of it, safety stuff. So when people come in that have never seen this stuff, they can learn about it and they can understand about it. And when the kids come in from college that got their engineering degree and they're all excited, I want to work on robots, I want to work on an automation line, and they've never seen any of this stuff. Got no idea how to put together a robot work cell, how to make manufacturing work. What I want to do is be able to tell them, this is how you do it.
There's another big one you don't know about.
Oh.
Because you're talking about robots, and we've never gotten Heather working, ever. Heather has never been powered up because we don't have a control cabinet for it because it's missing so many pieces. And oh shit, he turned out all the lights. We've got, and those things take like 5 minutes to warm up. All right, we'll show people later because he's turning all the damn lights out. But yeah, I know, it's a system. It's that time of day. But yeah, we've got a couple big robots back here, Jeff and Heather. Jeff works. Jeff needs love, but Jeff works. Heather does not yet work, and I'm going to call my buddy at Kuka and see if he can help out on that. So I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
All right. Hi there, guys. I'm Chris Boden, and welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It is Thursday, March 29th, 17:58 hours, and it's been a day. Now, Dave and I, that gentleman right there, spent most of our day working on the countertops and cabinets for the cafe, which are coming along really well, and I'll give you a shot of that before we're done. But the first thing I want to address is really something that I don't want to have to deal with. It's drama. So I'm going to let Moose talk about this because she's Moose, and nobody argues with Moose. So
Hi.
Tell him what's up, Moose.
I just spent 45 minutes in IRC. And there was a lot of concern today over your computer build that we have been asking people to help out with.
Okay.
And a lot of people felt that many things were unfair in this. The computer build that isn't an official Geek Group project and isn't using Geek Group funds in anything.
Now, hang on a second. I just want to clarify because I've got an amazing response from this. We put up an Amazon wish list.
Yep.
The Captain's Blog computer died, and I was like, hey guys, my computer's dead. Can we build a new one? Help me out on this. Let's build a big romping new computer.
We've had a ton
It's
of
not
support.
It's not any different than my previous computer as far as level of build. My previous computer, which we built in 2003.
Yep.
And like everybody's gotten a new computer since then. You got a new computer.
Oh,
Vicky
I've
got a
had
new
like
computer.
4 new computers.
Yeah, Vicky's new computer was $4,000, and she paid for that. And you got a big romping new computer, and you know it's what we do. We use computers a lot.
We do.
It's our thing. And everybody went nuts. They're like, "This is a great idea. I want to help." I had a huge amount of resounding positive support, and I'm sure I still do. Thank you to everybody. We've raised over $860 in the first day. Several parts are already on their way, like the motherboard's coming. The cooling solution. Who did the cooling solution? Do you remember his name? Jason? Okay.
Over in Ann Arbor.
Okay. Gentleman in Ann Arbor, whose name I will get to, sent in that. Look at that. That's the cooling unit. And everybody's like, oh, it's water cooled. You can't make. Well, look at this water cooling solution. It's actually a little puck with the pump and the reservoir and the cooler. It's all a closed loop system. It's all built in there. It's a whole thing. And it's a thing. It's cool. It's an Intel thermal solution. It fits the processor that we have coming. And I want to thank, how do you say that last name so I don't screw it up?
I think it's Schutza.
Schutza? Okay. Thank you, Jason Schutza, for the cooling unit. That's the first part to arrive. And a ton of other people have gotten involved. But one guy had to pitch a bitch about it because, now understand, no matter what I do with, 3,000 people watch the blog on average every day. Okay, and that includes all the old episodes that people go back and watch. But it averages around 3,000 people a day. If you stand up in front of 3,000 people and say anything, somebody's going to pitch a bitch about it. This is just the nature of my job. So don't let it get you down. Don't worry about when these people jump up and start talking shit. It's just, it comes with the territory. The more people we reach, the more people are going to have something to get in a twist about. That's why every Captain's Blog you watch, even if it's an amazing, awesome day, it doesn't even have me in it. It still gets a couple thumbs down or votes negative. And, you know, fuck them if they can't take a joke. I'm okay with that.
My mom would like to point out that some of the votes down are an accident because the Android tablet is really hard to watch YouTube videos on.
So what happened today, Moose?
Well, one of our members, and he is a member, who happens to professionally build rendering computers for a living and actually does know his stuff, got upset because you could build an equally efficient and rarer computer for a lot less money than what you're building.
Yes, you could.
You could. And he felt that it was a waste of resources to build something so expensive when we could probably build something for $1.5 to $2 grand.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this is the internet. As we've mentioned several times today, there is no sarcasm font. There is no shouting font. And as things happen on the internet, it just degraded very fast.
We did not devolve down to Hitler yet, though. And just a personal request, because I know Moose isn't the only one out there who has a really twisted, perverted fetish for fonts. I need a sarcasm font, and I need a shouting font, because I yell a lot.
Isn't that
I need
caps?
this.
Yeah.
No, there's more. I need something, because caps lock is just cruise control for cool.
And
Okay, so
I pointed out that a lot of the people that ended up, because it went off of Facebook, it started on Facebook and then it just went off of that into IRC, that a lot of people were being rude, and it was pointed out to me that you were also being rude, and I promised I would yell at you for it, because I yell at you for being rude like every day. I really do.
I'm me. I pretty think that speaks for itself. Yeah.
Guys, it is a large part of my job to yell at him. I promise.
Mine too.
Yeah, everybody yells at me. It's what I keep them. I am surrounded by smart people who know how to disagree with me properly.
And so that was a lot of it. And I told everybody that we had gone through a group build on this particular computer. It wasn't like you just sat down yesterday and said, I'm going to build this thing.
Yeah, I was curious. Now, come grab a chair. Come here, sit down. Here, come here. You can sit right here. Come sit next to Dad.
Will do.
All right. Now, this is Ciprasu, everybody.
Hello,
Ciprasu, who came up here. Now, you're not just some Gomer off the street. You know a thing or two about computers.
Yeah, I built a few computers.
One or two.
Lifetime.
And now you are, in fact, the lead tech for the Geek Group's computer shop, which is no small thing. And you didn't just wander in. You moved here from Arizona. You packed up, came here to be a part of this, to work in our computer shop.
Correct.
And before that, how long have we been doing the design publicly in the forums on the Geek Group website for this machine?
At least 4 or 5 years. Every time that we've come close to building it, we have a major thing. There's a roof leak, or there's something that we have to take care of with our personal funds, and it's not been easy. I mean, you have to remember, this thing started out as a $10,000 to $12,000 computer.
Yeah, well, okay, you gotta understand, the first thing I did was, all right, Captain needs a new computer, let's throw some designs together. And people start throwing, it's really easy. It sounds insane, but if you go, even on, go on Lenovo.com. Start pricing laptops and just start don't go 100%, don't max it out. Just go at like the really good options and build a really romping machine, and you're gonna spend 10 grand. It's not hard to do. I did it yesterday on HP, I think it was their website. I went there and just started building.
It's easy.
Yeah, and I had a $14,000 machine. I'm like, no, that's nuts. So I told you we have to get the price down. We got the price down because I'm paying for this. This isn't Geek Group funds. And we decided that 4 grand was as low as we really wanted to go.
Yeah, because we're talking about building a system that we need to be useful for the next 5 years.
And I spend a fair amount of time pointing out to people that you have no intention of upgrading your computer constantly.
No, I simply don't have the time to be bothered with it.
A lot of people felt that it would be better use of your resources to get something pretty bare bones and then like every couple of months add things to it and upgrade them.
And
Even if we do that, here's a good thing. We're using basically the cheapest processor we can use on socket 2011. This is a brand new socket, it just came out. And as a result, there's not very many cheap processors for it. And if we're using like the older socket, 1155, we're kind of stuck with the high range of today, with nothing in the future.
We also looked at this with what's a good motherboard that'll let us build on. We're not maxing out the RAM. It'll take 64. We're only putting in 32 to get started. We are planning on some upgrade path to this. We will eventually max out the RAM, and then I'm using my older video cards that we've had for like a year now.
Yeah, they'd be good.
When my older video cards we had to quit using when they melted down. There's video on that. Like I'll actually show you guys the exploded caps. There's like 7 or 8 exploded caps on every video card. But it's a thing. This has been an ongoing design, and there's a lot of neat little tricks that we've done on it with like the hard drive trick that you did.
Yeah, we're at the suggestion
getting the
of an
separate
IRC
RAID
member,
array. Yeah.
We're actually getting we're going to take the drives out of it, but we're getting the Enterprise Western Digital drive so we can have some sort of reliability in the thing. But it's cheaper to buy them in a RAID array with a whole bunch of extra stuff than it is to buy the drives alone.
Yeah.
I think anybody actually complained about that particular part.
Well, that single part is $1,000.
Yeah.
Just that part. Okay.
No, they were more concerned about the RAM. I had a lot
I don't
of
know
people
why they're
say,
concerned
And the
about
RAM is
Ram's
cheap.
cheap.
I don't know why RAM's a big
lot
deal.
of people said, why on earth would you ever need 64 gigs of RAM?
Okay. Hang on a second. Hang on. We'll be back in just a second. I've got to start a new clip because the camera only shoots 10 minutes at a time.
Don't we have a box for?
All right, here, Dave. I'm gonna hand this off to you, and you can handle it there. All right. A couple things. just because the motherboard is built to handle 64 gigs of RAM doesn't mean I'm going to put all that in there at once. We're starting with 32 and then we'll up to that. RAM is cheap and you want a lot of it. When you're rendering video, that's rendering video, serious like 3D animation, stuff like that. These are orders of magnitude more just ball punching to a computer than your average, I'm just surfing the internet and checking iTunes and stuff like that.
A lot of our people said that they have, serious gaming rigs. And I'm sure that they do.
Yeah.
Because we have serious gaming geeks. But they were telling me that for their serious hardcore gaming rigs, they weren't using near what you were using, and they thought it was ridiculous that you'd need it.
And the reason why I'm putting so much RAM in it, because really all I need, if it wasn't for the memory allocation stuff, all I need really is about 12, 16 gigs, which is pretty standard nowadays for a modern computer build. I'm starting at 32. And then out of my personal money, we'll take it up to 64 as soon as I can. And the reason for that is the really cool Asus motherboard features, which you can learn about in the link down in the description. I'm not even going to put it here because you won't be able to click it if I put it here, and it's going to be long. I'm going to link that YouTube video down in the description, so watch that. And that got me hyped up because the throughput, the processing mojo on it, it just turns me on. I gave a really good explanation of that yesterday in the captain's blog, and this one might come out tonight. It might come out tomorrow. It depends on how long it takes to render on my laptop. So,
oh dear,
it's a bit of a pain in the ass right now to try and get these videos out. I'm doing what I can.
Bring something up because you mentioned the video from yesterday.
Okay.
I got a lot of flack because apparently you had made some misstatements in your explanation when you were drawing on the Gaylord. I don't know. I specifically said, guys, don't give me details. I don't care about hardware.
We're back to Carl Sagan's hate mail, aren't we?
We are.
Okay.
So I need you to
I'll
address
tell you guys about
because
that
people feel that the internet as a whole takes your word as gospel.
Okay. Let me address that, and I'll cover the Carl Sagan fan mail thing. Actually, I'll cover that right now because that really answers to it. First off, watch the video. That's the guy from Asus. He knows what the hell he's talking about. It's his job. 2, I would give up a year's salary, personal salary, no questions. Give up a year's personal salary if I could simply read every single piece of hate mail Carl Sagan or Stephen Hawking ever got. Ever. Okay? Simply because this is going to come as quite a surprise to a lot of you, I'm sure, but if you ask around to the people that know me, I'm not a god. I know. It's hard to grasp. It's hard to grasp, but just take a moment and just let that sink in.
But you play one on YouTube.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not a god. I'm the president of the Geek Group. I'm a reasonably smart guy, reasonably smarter than the average bear. But I'm not a god. I don't know everything there is to know about everything there is to know. They fill libraries full of shit that I don't know. And this is awesome. I'm surrounded by a whole army of really smart people that put a lot of work into making me look good. That's their job. And it sucks. It's not an easy job to do. Some of these people have known me since I was a kid. Okay, this poor guy's known me since I was in college, and wow, was I an idiot back then. It's gotten better. But I want you to just repeat this out loud. Chris Boden is not a god. I'm not infallible. I can't even say infallible. People in my line of work that teach popular science, and that's what I do. It's the same job that Carl Sagan did much, much better than I ever will, or Bill Nye the Science Guy, or Mr. Wizard, or any of those guys. It's my job to take really complicated things that I don't always fully understand and break it down into the common vernacular so that your eyes don't glaze over in 30 seconds. My job is to give you a taste of something and get you to be like, hey, this is neat. I want to learn more about this, and get you to learn about robotics or physics or thermodynamics or high voltage physics or chemistry or anything. My job is to translate genius into normal human. Because normal people sit on a toilet reading porn. Normal people don't sit on a toilet reading a Cisco manual, okay? It just, shut up, you do.
Sounds
yeah, thank you.
I don't. Not Cisco. Not anything but Cisco.
Okay. But that's my job, and in doing that, I have to let things slide, which is why yesterday, I'm sure it was the capacitor thing. I know how capacitors work. I've invented capacitors! I know how they work. But I didn't have the time in a 5-minute clip, especially to poor Jabroni who just needs his question answered so he can make a picture. I'm not going to go into the details of ionic transfer and holes and dielectric layers and all that stuff. It's easily knowable. Do a Wikipedia search on capacitors. It's not hard. There's fundamental differences between capacitors and batteries, and that's why we have capacitors and batteries, and those are two different things. But it wasn't my intention to break that down into that level of detail for him. If you want a detailed video on how capacitors work, comment. Thumbs up. Thumb up your butt. I don't care. I'll make a video. If that's what you want, I'll do it. I'm here to teach you guys what you want to know about. And if you want an hour-long video detailing capacitors and detailing batteries, we can talk about all kinds of cool stuff. We can talk about really esoteric shit that you never see, like the radioactive batteries and zinc air batteries, and we'll make a battery out of potatoes and lemons and copper and zinc and stuff like that. It'll be fun. But that wasn't what I was going for yesterday. So, to the 300 people who commented about how I'm a complete moron and don't know anything about capacitors, so yeah.
That brings me to the last item.
Oh God, what's that?
It has been observed by quite a few people that not just you, but several of us have been kind of prickly to our viewership. And I tried to point out that almost all of us are working a minimum of 12-hour days.
Yeah.
And every day we're here, we're always on the live stream. You always have a camera shoved in our face.
That is kind of my job.
And when that's not going on, or sometimes while that's going on, we have people coming through who want to see it and want to see it for the first time and expect everybody to be on their best behavior at all times.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just comes off wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes I know you're posting a comment on Facebook and you don't even think about it, because who thinks about a comment they post on Facebook?
Apparently nobody actually thinks before they post a comment on Facebook.
So you just type something off because you're in the middle of doing 5 different things, and
I'm not going to rationalize it though, because maybe for a lot of other people, like Ciprasu and poor Squeak, you got to understand, most of these guys are geeks. They're introverts. They're antisocial people. They're not. It took me years to get comfortable being on camera. I mean, look at Steve. Steve's brilliant. You point a camera at the poor guy, and he just, it's so bad.
But it wasn't just you.
But I'm the face. I'm responsible for it, and I should know better. You should know better, and I do know better, but I don't always practice it, because I'm used to having a camera pointed at me all the time. It's my job. I've always got one of 8 people here pointing a camera in my face. When I answer YouTube comments, I frequently am not tactful, polite, kind, forgiving, tolerant of massive amounts of stupidity. And if you don't like that, change the channel. I'm not a politician. I'm not here to win your love and give you warm, fuzzy feelings and give everybody a medal just for showing up. That's not me. If you want that guy, go watch Romper Room. Go watch Mr. Wizard. Don Herbert is a genuinely nice guy. I am Henry Rollins with a Tesla coil. I'm pissed off a lot.
Yeah, I had a lot of people tell me that they were afraid to post criticism on the forums because they thought that you would ban them.
No, I won't. I will absolutely not ban you for posting intelligent, well-reasoned arguments. The dude today, that Levi something or other, pissed me off. And I had 45 minutes of time because it was lunch break, and hell, everybody else was dicking around. I wasn't getting anything done. So I sat and just, fuck you. What? Oh, okay, well here, you want to start a new clip?
Yes.
Start a new clip.
Yeah.
Are you good?
White balance freaked out a lot of it.
Just wait till I edit it and it all goes fucking green again. That's been, every video I render on like trying to get my old computer to work, it's all green with flashies and this fruit salad techno shit. So I've got this guy, Levi, who I've never met, and I'm sure is a rather intelligent individual because he knows how to form complete sentences, which alone really caught me. He's like, he speaks English as a native language.
In the world of YouTube content,
yeah,
right?
he can form paragraphs and uses fucking punctuation. I want to marry this man. And he's just all up on my shit. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? And he's like, oh, it's a $400 case. I was like, okay, it's a $400 case. It's a $4,000 computer. Is it really that big a goddamn deal? And he's a smart guy, and I took because he took the time to ask intelligent questions, and he was annoying the hell out of me, don't get me wrong. I was pissed as hell. But he took the time to answer intelligent questions. And he brought an intelligent, valid argument to it. So I have to respond to that, which is a monumental pain in my ass because he deserves a response. I'm going to give him a response. That's what I'm here for. I don't do that with a lot of the YouTube comments. If people post things to the YouTube comments that are just outright, because we get a lot. We get a whole lot of people that are like, I want to see more moose. Or, I like Amy when she wears the ponytails. And they're sitting at home trying to like eat meth by the fistful and they're drinking their Pabst and just like, I want more Amy. And they're typing with one tooth, you know. No, I'm not posting that because you're going to freak these people out. I signed on for this. I sold my soul and my privacy and all that and tolerate a camera in my face because it gets results. It makes us transparent. It shares us with the world, and that's important. That's the big reason why the Captain's Blogs exist, is transparency. And if you're open to that many people, you're going to get the mouth-breathing, like 800-pound gorillas with the hairy forehead. They're like, oh, I like the women! And then I get the other people that sit there and comment with like, well, actually, the atomic weight of cobalt is... Shut the fuck up. I have shit to get done. I don't get to sit in front of a computer all day jerking off, surfing porn, and going, I like that Liz girl, she's purty. No. I have a real job. The Captain's Blogs are a hobby. The Captain's Blogs, and this is a big thing with the Captain's Blog computer, this isn't funded by the Geek Group. I don't get paid to produce a Captain's Blog. The channel is not monetized. 3,000 hits a day and the channel is not monetized in any way. Because I don't want a dick with the extra 50 steps to post a video on a monetized channel. I want to render it, ship it, it's done, that's the day. Captain's Blogs have editing screw-ups all the time. Huh?
YouTube requires an awful lot
Yeah,
to
they do. You gotta
monetize.
show all kinds of shit. The Captain's Blogs started out as just a private, this is what we did today, for maybe like 20 people that actually wanted to watch them. And that's still the mindset I have. There's a lot more people that watch the Captain's Blogs now. We looked at taking language and filtering language in the Captain's Blog because so many people watched it. And the response was insane. I was like, all right, guys. Should I remove swearing from the Captain's Blogs? Because we're real people. This isn't a daycare center. It's a lab. It's a workshop. This is how we talk. I say fuck a lot. And the response was like 10,000 votes to 4, one of which was your mom. I'm like...
One of them was mine.
Yeah. It was like, you know, we should clean this up.
I constantly walk around the lab going, guys, language.
Yeah, and in the production videos, we do edit it for language because we're dealing with kids. With these videos, I take the other approach. There's a time and place where language is appropriate, there's a time and place when it isn't. It's the same with the comments. If you post an inappropriate comment, I'm going to delete it. If you post 50 inappropriate comments in a row, I'm going to ban your ass. If you post comments that are intelligent, well thought out criticism of one of the thousands of reasons why I'm an idiot, I'll let it fly. I'm not Mao or something, okay? I believe in freedom of speech, but I don't believe that you should get to post your political agenda because I don't do God and politics. I don't believe that you should post unreasonable reasons of the many ways in which I suck on my dime. It's my channel. If you want to post videos talking about the many ways in which I'm a horrible bastard, go nuts. Do it. Love it. Because I'll make videos and mock you, and that's entertainment. But if you're going to rip me a new asshole, you either better be able to back your shit up or do it on your own dime. You don't get to use my megaphone to make me look bad. That's just stupid. I built the channel. I got people to watch it. I'm not going to let you use that to make me look like an idiot. I make myself look like an idiot just fine all on my own. And if I can't, C. Prosser's happy to help.
Always.
Yeah, okay. But if you see something you don't like and you can do better, do it. If you want to help us run the Geek Group better or fix a problem here, I'm all for it. We've had thousands of things get fixed because of something somebody saw in a video. And I read every comment, no matter how dumb I think it is. I read every one, and if you've got a better way to do it, we're back to point one. I'm not a god! If you've got a better way, I want to hear it. And if you can build a better machine, and you can do it, go for it. This machine, we got together, me and you and tons of other people. It's been in things for years. And we decided, this is what we want to build. It's art. Is it unreasonable in certain aspects? Sure, you don't need a $400 case. I could zip screw the damn thing to a piece of plywood and it'll still work just fine. It'll work, I've done it.
You don't use zip screws on plywood.
Okay, now if you'll post that in the form of a well-reasoned thought. We could do that, but I wanted to make it pretty. I'm going to have this thing sitting right next to me for the next at least 5 years, probably a lot longer. I want a nice case. I want a really giant Lian Li case because the motherboard that's in it might come out and get upgraded to one with 2 processors, and then it could have like 16 cores.
Maybe someday.
Look at my case, for example.
I know, your case is like huge. How much did that thing cost?
That's not even right.
300?
Yeah, okay, 350, and it's a big. I mean, the damn thing's like it looks like a mini fridge for Christ's sake. And
We can probably fit a mini.
we're geeks. We want a big computer case. It's got wheels on it for Christ's sake. I like it that way. If you guys don't want to support that part of it, don't. I'm not forcing anybody to do anything. What I said is, I put all this time every day into making the captain's blogs. You guys seem to like watching them. If you want to help me bring these back and do this every day, I'll do the work. I'll make the videos. I'll entertain you. And I'll pick on people. And I'll say fuck a lot. And I'll do whatever the hell entertains you guys and makes you want to watch. Because I am your dancing monkey. That's my job. Okay? I am the corporate whore. It's my job to stand up there and say, we're awesome! And this, rah, rah, rah! And that's my job. Because when I do that, guess what? Shit gets done! Things happen. People show up, work gets done, and we make a difference. I can't do everything here. I can't do his job. He's better at it than I am. Every person in this building is better at their job than I am. That's why they have the job. My job is to cheer them on and be their champion. And be like, look at these awesome people. Look at what they're doing. Look at what we're getting done. We've had a genuinely nice guy who got along with everybody and was truly charismatic and charming, and he was a really sweet guy who was the executive director for about 2 years. And nothing got done. The entire building turned into a party, and oh yeah, he stole $80,000! I'm a dick. But I assure you, ask anybody who's ever met me, I am the absolute nicest dick you've ever met in your life. I'm a hard ass, and I will put a boot in your ass. But I am an honest and fair guy. If somebody steps out of line, I'll jump their shit. But when they stand up and do awesome, I'm the first person there with a camera showing the world, look what they did. And if you watch to the back of the captain's blog, you'll notice one recurring theme. We succeeded. We did this awesome, amazing thing. I fucked up. I made the mistake. No matter who screws up, it's my ass. That's what being a boss is. Leadership is a gift, and it's given by those that choose to follow. And the second you forget that, you shouldn't be a boss anymore. So, if you hate me, that's fine. If you got a bitch about what I do or how I do something, that's fine. Post it. I'll mock you. But you don't pick on my guys. And this computer is for anybody who wants to be a part of it. When it happens, and it's going to happen, we got $860 in parts and donation stuff already on it. When it happens, $895 now, it's going up. When it happens, I'm going to make a 2-hour video, feature-length captain's blog, where I'm going to sit down with this man, and we're going to build a badass computer, because nobody wants to watch us make a stupid little computer. So, that's what's up.
Laugh at that, though.
This poor guy needs a juice box and a cookie.
Don't say that. People send them in when you say that. I'm not kidding. The last time we said Batman needs a juice box and a cookie, somebody sent in like a crate of juice boxes. And
yeah, it was great. The cookies kind of didn't work out too well.
The cookies were pretty stale by the time they got here, but the juice boxes
were amazing.
He got them.
Yes.
He got the juice boxes.
And once you dunked the cookie in the juice, it was all good.
Yeah, it's soggy, it's cool. All right, so what else do we want to cover while we're...
The only real other major issue that we had to discuss today was that the IRC pretty much universally feels like we ignore them and give them no regard whatsoever and mock them outright.
We do.
Okay, sorry guys, I've been busy. I've got a computer lab to set up, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So this was hilarious. There was apparently a very emotional, heated conversation happening in the IRC, and then I signed in, and 5 full minutes passed before a single person said a word.
I try to keep an eye on IRC. I mean, I am an op there,
But they feel like we look at the forums and we participate there and we participate in the videos, but we just blatantly ignore IRC. And I tried to explain that we just
Didn't we just do a radio show last week where we were taking questions from them?
I deal with the IRC. For me, and now it's different for everybody, but for me, the IRC is my grasp, and it's very similar to the comments and Facebook and all that. The big thing that changed in media, and it's something I love, because I started out in radio. Years ago, I did a radio show on WBYW FM, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And when I used to sit all night long on Tuesday nights doing my radio show, it was a one-way street. I played whatever music I wanted, I did my own promos, I did my commercials, I had a lot of fun. But it was a one-way street. It was broadcasting. It's different now. Media is a two-way street. I get to directly, like this, and these, okay? This is a great example. This is just today's viewer mail. And yes, the stapler is here. You'll see about that in tomorrow's video. But I say, we have a problem. I need your help. I can't do this on my own. And this appears in a couple days. That doesn't happen in radio. Radio, you're just talking at people. I get to talk to people. People talk about the internet as being a series of tubes. The end of that tube is the front of that camera. I get to talk to people, and shit happens. I get to say, hey, I want to build a big giant science center, and I need a whole lot of companies to help us out because we can't do this on our own. And Bolt Depot and Matt and all the cool other people over there start sending us stuff like quarter 20 nuts. It's not sexy, it's not awesome, it's not hot. It's nuts, for Christ's sake. But we need them, and we use the hell out of them. So thank you, Matt. And that's why we have hundreds of companies that sponsor us. The IRC, for me, is something that I get in when the world falls down and I have 50 people get on Facebook or on my Yahoo Instant Messenger and say, like, you gotta get in IRC! And then I show up and people are like, and see Prasu's had it fixed for 20 minutes.
Sorry
I get an IRC when I'm on the radio and I can interact with people in real time. I get an IRC when we're doing a live video shoot and I can interact with people in real time because I love that, and I want to have a big ass monitor in the studio so that I can see the IRC in real time while we're doing a shoot and answer questions. I think autopsies could be amazing if done like that. And we're working on it, but it takes parts and time and all that jazz. But everybody here gets in the IRC, but not that much. I mean, see, Prasu lives in there, but
yeah.
I got shit to do, guys.
Well, I tried to tell them that if they really wanted to be more involved, they need to expand a little bit past the IRC.
Get over here. You just woke up.
That noise you just heard.
I got that on video. It was like watching a 200-pound hamster sneeze. Welcome back. How you doing? I've been ranting for half an hour and you've been just snoring over here. How you doing?
All right.
Do you need a nap?
I think I just had one.
Juice box, cookie?
Yeah, do you need a cookie and a juice box?
box.
Hi, puppy. Batman needs cuddle time.
So I've been trying to tell them that if they really want to be more interactive with everything here, they need to expand a little bit past the IRC.
Yeah. The IRC was set up because people wanted an IRC. It's not something that I've got a big nubbly one for.
And it takes time. You
Yeah,
have
it does.
to.
IRC takes a lot of time.
It's not just you pop in there, type a little thing, and pop out.
Yeah.
You go in there, you have conversations with whatever, 50 people.
Yeah.
You got a whole big long
And there's
list.
a time and place for that, but there are people, and there's a lot of them, Lisa Pardo, who spend hours and hours sitting in front of a computer on the internet talking to people and hanging out, and it's cool, and that's you know, some people do it. Some people sit their ass in front of a TV, which is way worse. If I'm sitting in front of a computer for hours on end, it's because I'm doing office work, trying to deal with sponsors and stuff like that, and you know, dealing with Matt at Bolt Depot's flaming me because I'm a horrible person. He hates me really bad. He sends me a lot of hate mail. I don't know where the damn stapler is, but I want to be playing with it right now. If I'm chatting with people on Facebook and stuff like that, it's because I'm waiting on a render. It's because I'm sitting in front of the computer. If you want to catch me on Facebook, there's certain times of days to do it, and most people who, because I get hundreds and hundreds of people that find me on Facebook, because it's not hard, and they're like, "Hi, Chris Boden." "Hi." "Oh my God, you're real!" And I get that all day long. So I try to write back to people and say hi, but I get people that want to chat, and I can't, guys. I simply can't. There's too many people. I have to do my job. I have to make videos. I have to build a lab. I have to build countertops. I have to build. That's my job. I can't talk to everybody all day long. So because of that, I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. Most of my Facebook I use for my phone, and on my phone I've got it disabled for the chat, so I don't even see it. So I'll get a lot of people that pop up and be like, "Hi! Hi! Hi! You're a dick! Your mother!" So it's not that I'm ignoring you, it's that I don't even see the message. 90% of the time I don't even see it. If I'm on a computer, I'm editing video or I'm doing office work. So as far as IRC, I don't have the time. I've tried. If I get my computer really working again, I might put like a little IRC window up on one of those screens or something, maybe. I'm not making any promises, but I'll try. If you want to get me, send me an email. info@thegeekgroup.org. Goes to me. Goes to 8 people, but I'm one of them. If you send an email to info@thegeekgroup.org, I assure you I will read it. I may not respond, but I promise I'll read it. And if I can respond, if it warrants a response, I will. Somebody else say something, because I got nothing.
Okay, well, going on, the first time I came here, you keep on mentioning, you know, pointing camera at a geek, and he'll clam out pretty good. And
you're such an extrovert to begin with.
Yeah, but I mean, the first time that ever happened to me, you pointed the camera to me, and it was just like a computer doing its little posting, like, is the memory okay? What do I do? What do I say? And then it gets past it, and there's like no operating system. What do I do?
It's weird for a lot of people.
Why did I hide in the computer lab?
There's a lot of people that you guys never see in the blogs because they hide. Your sister was an excellent example. For months, Christine, like I'd pull out a camera.
She still does.
She would run and hide in a different room. And people are getting used to it. There's going to be a lot more cameras. We're installing these things every day, more and more cameras. There's 16 cameras in this room. That's just those. Plus the broadcast camera next to the woman who's hiding back there, that's Amy's mom. And, it's insane. And there's going to be a lot more footage for you guys to watch. In the IRC, and kibitz about, and talk about the many ways in which we're doing something wrong. Thanks. Is there anything else?
We may even integrate it with other technology.
We've got the boxy thing coming.
We got the boxy thing coming. We've got a sign up there that scrolls nifty stuff.
Speaking of shy people,
there's Christine and the blog.
Not a good hair day.
Hi. Have you ever had a good hair day? I've known you for a while.
well, you know what? Today we have a surprise for you. Your mother.
Your mother is here.
Hey, look who it is.
Next, we're breaking out the baby pictures.
Someone bring
Boden.
Shut up! I don't want anything.
Chris, even if you're not in IRC, if messages do need to be relayed to you, they do get relayed.
Yeah, if the world is falling down, I mean, you're in IRC. I get the message.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't so much Chris in particular, but all of us here.
What? Is it another 10-minute thing?
Yeah.
Start a new clip.
Fine. We're on.
Okay, so I don't think people truly appreciate it when we say we're at the lab for 12 hours a day. We're doing stuff. We're not like at the lab for 4 hours and then hanging out at the computer.
This isn't like your job where you just sit at a desk in a cubicle surfing the Geek Group website and watching our videos. We actually have to do shit for you guys to watch.
Incidentally, we haven't done anything today.
Yeah, we haven't done anything today. Well, according to the video, we haven't because I didn't even bother because I knew I couldn't edit it, and I figured, okay, I just got a video out yesterday. gooey cool. What did we do today? Just everybody just chip in with what you did today.
Boxes.
Boxes.
Yeah, we all did boxes. We've got like 2 days left on boxes. We'll go around the circle. We'll talk about all we did. Here, you go first.
Cleaned up MDH a little bit. Hauled some tables out. Hauled some stuff down to where it belongs. Otherwise, not a whole lot. Just cleaning.
Okay, what'd you do?
Do you want me to tell people what I did here or what I've done today?
Both. For everything you did for the Geek Group in your work day, today only.
Today only, I started out with doing 4 major bug fixes that we had on the website, and then we had 3 or 4 major releases in some of our plugins. I had 2 or 3 orders that had gotten stuck in our bug of a shopping cart, so I resolved those. And then I sent another email to Jessica going, the shopping cart is still broken. And answered 3 or 4 of the contact emails that had come through the administrative end. And sorted out some of the quarter packaging to make sure that our wholesale order went through properly.
Did they get it?
They did it, and they're thrilled.
Okay. And we have a new packaging design that we worked out. I'll talk about that later, but yeah.
And then I got here and immediately jumped into unpackaging 3 pallets worth of the magnet boxes.
And that was before everybody else started.
That was me
and like Batman.
Batman and Aaron.
Okay.
The 3 of us went through 3 pallets in about half an hour.
Okay.
And then you finally showed up.
Yeah.
And then got rid of a bunch of stuff that was cluttering up the MDH and did a bunch of vacuuming and helped you build some cabinets and had a big meeting with the marketing team.
Yep.
And then I spent 45 minutes in IRC.
What'd you do, Squeak?
Let's see. Started tidying up some of the wiring in the new van. Got some of the flashing lights running.
Did you fix the printout bulbs?
Yes.
They weren't burned out, they're bad sockets.
They were just corroded?
Yeah.
And my backup light's blinking now too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And we can also make some other lights flash if we want to.
I got a light bar you can mount on there.
We're not mounting that one up. We talked about it. It seems stupid because there's so many lights on it.
There's never too many lights!
That one would be stupid with the tubes that we have on it. It'd be
No, because they'll go in between the tubes and you'll get this like really cool refraction thing happening.
They also have lights on it for like backup, like the shining spotlights. They have those on there too. So putting it like.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out. But I want. It needs more lights. I want that thing to look like Ecto 1.
I don't want to put the big light bar.
I want that thing to look like Ecto 1 when we're done. I want all kinds of cool shit. If I could have a fucking satellite dish on top, we would.
I tried to find the Ghostbuster siren for it. That would have been awesome.
If anybody knows that we can get a Ghostbusters siren, let me know. What'd you do today?
Well, let's see. I imaged 9 computers. I scrapped 24 which had capacitors blown on the motherboard, and they were way beyond repair. Let's see. I resurrected a server. And that's been my day so far.
Boxes.
I also cleaned up half the computer lab. I'm working on the other half tomorrow.
Yeah, he was in with it. Everybody here spent an hour doing boxes at least. My day, I slept in because I didn't even leave the, I got home last night at, midnight?
12:45.
Yeah, I was here late and just doing all kinds of stuff. In my office, 9 this morning or so. Did office work till 11, got 2 new sponsors. I think we're gonna have a welder soon, guys. We're like this close. And it's a real welder. It's like a big MIG, TIG, hoopla thing. I'm kissing that corporate ass. Wrote a lot of thank yous. That's one of my favorite parts of my job is writing thank you letters. And on the computer thing, everybody there's a list of things, but one of the things that you get is a handwritten thank you from me. And because it's not just like a form email, I'm actually handwriting things, because this is a personal thing, so you got to take it up a notch.
But you got to make sure we know who you are.
Yeah, if you buy something on Amazon wishlist, let me know who you are. Just put it as a note or something, just make sure I know who you are, we'll sort it out. What else did I do? I came to the lab and did the big marketing meeting. That was fun. We see the promotional materials we have for the Geek Group. We've never done it like this. We have a whole narrative marketing campaign coming together. It's a whole thing. Did a fundraising meeting, had to meet with the packaging guy on the quarters, John Hansen. He's an awesome dude. He sat and came up, and they're donating their services to do this. Okay, he's taking time out of his staff's day. He's paying people like $20 an hour to come up with new shit for us. Okay, that's how cool this guy is. And he came up with a whole new thing so that you don't have to do the tape step. Just totally eliminates the tape. We just put the quarters in, ka-chunk, we're done. He's got to make all new forms and dies and stuff to make this happen. It's a whole thing. He's doing this, which is really cool. Built cabinets with Dave. Fought a caulk gun. I really wish I had that on video because it's really hard to clean liquid nails out of hair, and that's all I'm going to say. Wow, that shit sticks good. But we got that sorted out. The cabinets in the cafe are exactly half done. We have one more unit left to do tomorrow of that whole wall, and then we get to do countertops, and I'll try and get video. You may not see it for weeks, but I'll try and get video. And just all kinds of stuff. My day is a lot of meetings and running around, and I did an hour on boxes with everybody else, and just stuff. It's a whole thing. And now I'm going to go home and for the next 6 hours try and edit this damn thing, which is going to end up being like an hour-long video. What'd you do today?
I worked at my real job for...
No, I mean here. I don't care about your real job.
Really?
That doesn't...
He just showed up. I walked in the door like 5 minutes ago.
I literally walked in the door. I've been writing software for machines all day and walked in the door hoping to get my bike out.
You can't have your bike. You did 2 hours of volunteer labor. I'll let you take your bike.
I've been volunteering.
No, I mean today. What have you done today? Nothing. You just got here.
I just got here and I got drug up here.
You should help tidy some of the VSL.
VSL.
Vehicular Sciences Lab.
The mess that you made.
The big giant mess that everybody's with his truck and your bike and all that horse shit. And yeah.
There's a puddle of transmission fluid on the floor.
There you go. Yeah. You've just been voluntold.
Is that what it's called?
That's what voluntold. Yeah. What'd you do?
Did boxes, worked with the prosuit, scrapping computers most of the day.
Just cleaning out the computer lab, getting it ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so much better.
Yeah? We'll get some video down there. In fact, we'll let Dave take them down there and get some video and we'll show that. What'd you do today? Tell him your light, easy day while you're sitting here.
Oh, my light, easy day. It started out with emptying the van. I filled the van up last night with scrap metal. My day started out right at the scrap yard, and I come here, set it up for boxes.
What time were you at the scrap yard today?
11.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't that bad.
It was a late one.
It was a later one. It wasn't as much, but there's still, you know, deal with the dirty people down there. Sometimes they eyeball me when I'm bringing in like copper pipe that we tore out, and they're like, "Oh, nice haul." I think I'm stealing stuff. Anyway, then I set up for tearing up boxes. We did that, and then when everyone's done tearing up boxes, I gotta clean that up and put it all in the trailer. General tidying that I do around here. I dug his bike out because he's been having a bad week. He needs his motorcycle. Then I took a nap.
Then they took a nap. You've been sitting here sleeping for like an hour. It's kind of funny.
Yep.
Oh, did you ever sharpen my knife? You
No, I haven't done that.
Like you're sharpening it.
I was going to do that during lunch, but I ended up.
I've reached for it like 5 times.
I started playing with the van with Squeak and tidied that up a bit. You know, got a door handle. And
well, that's cool. I got it open. It's got an Intel factory seal. Amy, tell them what you did.
I cleaned stuff. And broke down boxes. And I worked 8 hours before that.
Omni, what'd you do today?
She took a nap.
Yeah?
She worked hard. She's a worker dog.
Yeah.
Sexy as hell, isn't it?
Nice and really.
Yeah, it's all totally. It's all thing. Here, well, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm not even gonna open it. I don't even want to learn about it right now. But what we're gonna do, guys, keep helping out on a computer if you want to. It's totally voluntary because everything you donate is voluntary. But I mean, understand this is my computer. It's my personal computer that I use to run the company, to do all my editing. My current computer edited over 5,000 videos. We've made hundreds of episodes of Captain's Blogs. When we moved to Grand Rapids, we deleted 600 Captain's Blogs. Just gone. There's a lot of Geek Group videos that never see the light of day. And there's like, before Corey came along, I edited all the Geek Group videos. So get involved, be a part of it. My personal computer does a lot of Geek Group things, but I can't pay for it with Geek Group money. We'll go back in anywhere.
Your poor laptop.
Oh man, my laptop's just, it's having a day.
Better get a bucket for the tears.
The part that really bugs me is you edit on a laptop, and I'm used to like 3 screens. Yeah. So you go to a laptop and you're like, everything's just like, it sucks so bad.
I have to code sometimes on my laptop.
Yeah,
and
I've seen you like totally rebuild the website like when it crashes hard on your damn iPad in terminal and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, SSHing on my iPad, that's fun.
if you ever want to see something really cool, you got to watch Moose type. It's insane. It's freaking nuts to watch this woman type, because I'm watching her type and I'm thinking keyboards don't refresh that fast.
I think everybody should be able to type over 130 words a minute.
It's insane. Just and I'm watching this and I'm sitting here like just and it's bad. Now, something that I'm going to do, and I've talked about this, I opened this up and I got a little look at it and it's cool, but I'm going to set all these parts aside as they come in, and it's totally voluntary because this computer is my personal computer. It's not a geek group thing. So, if you guys want the blogs back on a day-to-day basis, I'll do it, but I need a real computer to do that, because the big thing with having a whip chip computer is it renders a lot faster. It edits a lot faster. It takes less time. And time is the one thing that I have that they're not making any more of. So I'm going to put all the parts aside, and we'll put them out on display. I'll leave them all right out here. As things come in, I'll put them all out on display, and you guys will see it build. When we have all the parts, we'll get together, we'll do it on the main set, we will build the computer, and we'll do it in real time. We won't edit the video. So it's going to be a 2-hour video. And it's going to be a very boring video.
Might be a little less than that.
But you know what the most common comment I get in emails about the videos?
What?
I don't care if they're boring. I watch every minute.
Yeah, I know. I get that a lot. They're like, just make longer videos. I'm like, guys, if they're longer videos, it's a lot more boring shit that I tend to cut out. But we'll keep making them. I'll make this video, the full thing of building the computer that we built. And it'll cover every step of it. We'll talk about every part. We'll go detail into it. And people will learn how to build a computer from scratch. And it'll be really fun. But it's going to be easily 2 hours. Probably 3 or maybe 4, whatever. But I'm a YouTube partner. We can make them as long as we want. Ha. All right, is there anything else that we need to cover? Because I've tried to end this thing like 3 times now. Everybody cool? Yeah. All right, is there any other bitches we want to bring to the internet? All right, we're all hacks. We're going to get off the internet now. I'm Chris Boden. This is the amazing team of people, and not nearly all of them, but the amazing team of people who make this place possible. Thank you for watching. Thank you for donating. Thank you for helping. Thank you for just being a monumental pain in my ass, because really, you guys are the reason we do all this. So, you guys have fun. As always, we'll see you next time.